All right, so in this video, we're going to be talking about the NZXT Cam software. I just recently finished up my build, and I'll put a link somewhere around here to that, where I just bought the NZXT H510 Elite with the NZXT Cam hub and all that good stuff. I'll put two 140, it comes with two 140 millimeters, the AER fans, whatever they're called. I'll put links to that below. And I added another 140 AER and a 120 AER, linked them into the hub, daisy-chained them together, and got them all to work. Sorry for shaking you around, just hit my camera. So I wanted to talk about this software because in the past, my experience with them, a lot of reviews that I've read about it, is that this software has actually been known to be a bit of a CPU hog and just cause issues, and the lighting is just terrible on it. So right now I just got it doing the rainbow, and I'm just gonna kind of have the camera where you can see a bit of the monitor and actually see a little bit of RGB. The other stuff, it's all right. So I actually have it going on the rainbow just for demonstration purposes over here. And we're actually gonna switch over into the lighting. So for the lighting, what I like about it, compared to like Corsair's IQ and even Asus software, it's very simple. So I have the strip, which is up here on the top, which I'm not gonna be able to get my camera up there, but there's actually a strip right up here on the top, which you can't really see. Sorry for hitting the camera again. And that strip, I can actually change it to whatever I want. So if I wanted to put it to a fixed color, we can get it fixed. And I can also change the RGB run right over here. See if we can get that in there, to a fixed color. So now we have the fixed colors like that, and it changes actually pretty easy. What I do like about it is that if you notice with the software, you can actually dim it and brighten it up. And the same thing with the inside one. I don't know if you can kind of see that. Yeah, there you go. You can get that a little bit. So that's actually pretty cool. So that's one thing. If you want to go back, you actually customize the colors over here. Let's see if it pulls it up. Yeah, let's just go with this teal, I guess. I guess that's a teal color. And that kind of changes it right there. Let's go down over here. Let's go to customize the color. Actually still trying to select any of the LEDs below. All right, let's change it to teal. There we go. And let's apply. Okay, right there. Let's change that one right over here to red. So as you can see, the way this is set up, you could actually change, each fan has its own individual LEDs. And what you could actually do is just go into each one and just create your own colors. And as you can see, I just put a black spot right over there. Let's put pink. So I don't know if you can, the camera actually does any justice on this, but as you can see, I'm actually just changing each individual one. And as you can see, I'm getting this custom ring effect, which is pretty cool, which is fine. And if I actually had some artist skills, I could actually make this look real nice. But I could add all these extra little colors in there. Look, I even threw in a little yellow. So it's very simple. And what I enjoy about these fans over here is that I could kind of get a little color scheme of whatever I want, whatever I choose. So very easy to do, very simple on this. And you just click each fan that you want. Just make sure you have the right one and do as you go. So that's pretty simple, I like that. So we're gonna come back over here, let's keep the fan over there. And I'm gonna go back to, I don't know, there we go. And as you can see, this is another theme that we can do, and we can change the colors and do as we please with that one. So very easy to customize all the colors that you want and just figure out how you like to set it up. I'm kind of enjoy that, and I think it's a real cool feature to have. So let's get rid of this custom colors. Don't want no custom colors, we should probably keep it white for now. So one thing I do also like about this is it actually tells you a little bit about your computer. So you have the CPU, tells you the amount of load that's going on it, the clock, because right now it's just idle. My CPU fan's at 288 RPM, my temperature is at 23 degrees Celsius. I mean, it gives you a lot of information, and my memory's only using that. So let's go ahead and just open up Cinebench. All right, but before we do that, what I actually want to go ahead and do is, where is it at? Still learning this. I want to keep my cooling profile to silent. And I'm going to open up Cinebench, which I'm going to type it right over here. And I want to see how much of a load this puts on my computer. So let's run Cinebench. And as you can see, 27, 57, 80%. And my temperature is already spiking up to 77. Got my 5 gigahertz clock. And as you can hear, the fans are already ramping up. So very effective as far as telling you what's actually going on. And as you can see, my memory is being used at 35% load. So 100% load, and it's actually telling me what's actually using the most of it, which is actually pretty cool, which is Cinebench. And I'm not sure how accurate this is, but it actually tells you the case noise and the decibel inside, which, I mean, it's increasing. So my fans are running at max, which is 1500 on all 3 of these fans. And because my fans are ramped up, my temperature is actually hitting 80, 81, 82. So I actually gain, I would say 4 to 5 degrees cooler compared to what it's normally ran. Normally it sits about 85, so the fan profile actually works out pretty effective on that. So anything else that I could think of that I want to show about this software? And all right, let's put you back to silent. Now, it has this profiles where it talks about overclocking, power, all that stuff. If you have a power supply, you can also, I don't know what exactly that does, but if you have any of NZXT's products, I'm sure it all works and coincides together. So as far as overclocking, it allows you to overclock your GPU. I've never used this software. I'm not going to tinker with it because I'm not familiar with it. But overall, this NZXT Cam software is really easy to use, not glitchy at all. And what I do like about it is we're going to go ahead and just change my fan profile and my color scheme to this breathing mess. Let it do whatever it wants to do, which is fine. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to go over to MS Config, startup, and I want to make sure that NZXT Cam software does not start up. Okay, so I don't want to start up. We're going to go ahead and shut down the computer. Okay, you see my fan profile. All right, now we're going to boot up the computer. All right, and as you can see, just booting up the computer, the Cam Hub actually retains the settings that you put in to of the color profile and fan settings that you want for it, so you don't have to go in and reconfigure it. And now I want to see if that NZXT software doesn't boot up, does it actually keep it, which it does. So yeah, overall this NZXT Cam software I actually enjoyed a lot. It gives you a lot of information, tells you everything that's going on about your computer. I mean, kind of makes me want to invest in their motherboard and power supply, but I've always been brand loyal to ASUS. I mean, that's just personal preference on that. So overall, very happy with the software, very happy with how it works for this case. I think it's a great value, and I've been using it. I haven't had no hiccups with it. My computer hasn't locked up, any issues with the color thing. I've used the Corsair one, and I've always had tons and tons of issues with the Corsair one. I have found the Corsair one actually has froze up, locked on me. The colors have done weird things, and I've actually had hubs just short out in the middle of using Corsair one. So it's actually kind of refreshing to be using this new software and not having any issues. So very happy with this software. Works great. Haven't had any issues, haven't noticed any performance degradations while using it, or that it's hogging up too many resources. So comment down below, let me know what you think, let me know what you like, what you didn't like about this, opinions and all that good stuff. And keep watching, subscribe, and we'll see what else we come up with and review. Thanks.